I'm William Ozawa, and this is about my trip to Alaska. What's that? How did I get to Alaska? I just went. Oh, I guess you're right. That's not very helpful. Yeah, that kind of drives me crazy too. People telling you stuff and not explaining. Explanations give you more information than you had before. Okay, I'll try to explain. How do you go to someplace like Alaska? In this case, the location had been pre-selected. We had discovered a relative who lived in a remote location and arranged a visit. The place was a small cove called the Hobbit Hole on the Indian Islands, west of Juneau and south of Glacier Bay. How do you get there? You can ask one of the 3 people who live there. You can ask someone who's traveled there before, or you can ask a travel professional like someone at the airlines. Here's what we discovered. If you want to get there in a short period of time, you can fly, then take a boat. We flew from the Bay Area to Seattle by jet. As expected, we flew on one of the workhorses of the airways, a Boeing 737. From Seattle, we flew on another 737 to Juneau. At this point, we had discovered 2 things about this airline. Number 1, delays and cancellations are frequent. Number 2, they're very good at changing schedules and doing what they need to do to get us safely to our destination. From Juneau, we flew on a seaplane to Elfin Cove, the nearest scheduled flight to our destination. The plane was a 1949 de Havilland Beaver, a small, durable plane built to withstand the rigors of harsh conditions. The de Havilland Beaver had been described as a half-ton pickup of the bush pilot. Elfin Cove is a very busy spot in the summer, with both commercial and sport fishermen using it as a base of operations. Everything that they need is delivered to the cove by either boat or seaplane. From the cove, we were met by our hosts to sail to the Hobbit Hole. They gave us a ride in their 21-foot skiff. You need to know about the tides to enter the Hobbit Hole. At very low tides, the water's too shallow for anything larger than a kayak or a canoe to enter. As it was, when we arrived, the tide was high enough to motor to the inner dock. They do have an outer dock with a couple of kayaks on it, so in the event that the tide is out and the channel is too shallow, they can tie up and kayak to shore. Once there, we had a great time cruising about, checking out the island, and watching the wildlife of southeastern Alaska. Getting back? Well, that's another story and explanation.